I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some, I do, yeah.
What's good, mind speakers? Welcome to another episode of THiNK, where I talk about whatever comes to my mind because that's just how my fucking brain works. Ready? Let's go. So before we even get started with the mess, we've reached 100 subscribers. Ha! And I know that's not a lot. It's not 1K, it's not 10K, it's not 50K, it's not a million. But you know what? If we threw a house party, somebody would call the cops, and that's more than enough for me. So I don't give a shit. Thank you all for subscribing. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, click the button wherever it may be down there. I don't know. Subscribe. Get on the team. We got a jersey waiting for you in the locker room if you're ready. Let's go. So you know what's going on with Rob Kardashian going off on BLAC CHYNA on Instagram, trying to air all of her very dirty laundry. I said before, I think in the first THiNK that I ever did, don't watch it, that I was sick of Rob and Chyna, that I don't care. And I still don't care. Rob Kardashian is out here trying to expose BLAC CHYNA for cheating on him with, I don't know, like 30 niggas, and getting plastic surgery to snap back after she had the baby, and playing him and telling us all the money he spent on her. It's kind of like, you know, everyone's kind of looking at him like, oh, so you didn't know? like you were not aware? Like, I mean, we knew this was what she was doing. We knew this is what she was about the whole time. I think that he's the only one that maybe didn't. And, you know, that sucks for you. You can't call Kim, you can't call Courtney, you can't call Chloe, because they're all looking at you like, I mean, duh, you're the one who did this, and we told you not to. So it's like, I don't understand what you want from us. I don't feel bad. I can't help but not feel bad. How am I gonna feel bad for someone who chose to be dumb? And even if you wanted to be with her just for the sake of petty, because petty is a language I speak fluently. Impregnate? Impregnate? Like, you impregnate her, and Dream is a beautiful baby. She's not a mistake by any means, but now that's your baby mom's. Don't post her nudes. Don't write a lemonade, because I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about there. Just shut your mouth and take the L, because that is exactly what you chose. It was a choice. Kylie not about to run up on BLAC CHYNA. Nobody wants their ass beat. Everyone just wants to move on from your mistake. So instead of trying to make it seem like BLAC CHYNA's just all out in the wrong, because she don't care, she's in the shade room comments laughing at everything you're posting, you need to head down to P. Sherman 14 Plastic Surgery Away, or wherever the rest of the Kardashians live, and tell them, hey, I'm very sorry, I tarnished our name by doing this, won't do it again. And they'll probably take your sperm. To be honest, they probably will, but I mean, you're not making good decisions with it, so I just want to say it's been 2 weeks and I hate Wild Thoughts. I hate that song. And I can't believe that it's only taken like 2 weeks for that to happen. I thought that honestly it would take me till at least the end of July for me to feel like, can someone please cut this song off? I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't care. Everybody's seen Rihanna naked. So like, I don't want to hear that part anymore. It's even come to the point on Instagram where you can see an Insta video playing and you know, if I tap the sound on this video, it's gonna be Wild Thoughts. And you tap it and you hear,
no, you wanna see me naked.
It's like, fuck! I wouldn't say I'm at the point with that song where I want to hear like Taylor Swift instead of it, but it's getting there. I can't stand it. Jay-Z dropped his 444 album last Friday, and the only thing y'all heard was Jay-Z confirming that he cheated on Beyonce. And when y'all heard that, all of Twitter just jumped and was pretty much like,
niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit.
Which is the biggest thing that annoys me about these albums when they come out. It seems like the general public just focuses on that one hot take and they hold on to it and make that the entire album. It's like the same thing on SZA's album Control. Everybody latched onto The Weeknd because it's a concept that they can understand, and they're like, oh, this is the side chick song. Instead of taking the time to understand the deeper messages and to expand their consciousness besides the obvious, everybody's just like, nope, that's what it is, he cheated. The album is about more than that. It's about way more than that. The album is about accountability. The album is about healing. The album is about black businesses. The album is about racial inequality. The album is about therapy. The album is about fatherlessness. The album is about being raised by a single lesbian mother. His mother comes out on Smile and writes a poem. The album is about being a better man for his daughter and for his children to come. The album is about apologizing. The album is about so many things. It's an album about healing from the male's perspective, acknowledging that he was hurt and that he went through so much pain in his life, but then acknowledging the fact that he also turned into someone who caused so much pain in the lives of the people that he loved. It's an album that I think a lot of black men wish they would have written for their women, and it's an album that I think a lot of black men wish their fathers would have written for their mothers. And so because there's a bigger point to that album lyrically, it annoys me that everyone's just like, cheater! Like, I hate that people do that. And I also hate that people think they can digest an album like that for everything that it is in a day. These albums take work, they take time, you need to live with them. There's a new thing that you may catch that Jay-Z sneaks in these albums every single time you listen. So you can't do a full album review in a day. And and I'm still not done fully listening. I just know these are the themes that I hear, and that's why the album's important, and that's why it's connecting to older men, to men who may be like 27 and up, or men who have older souls. It's because that's what it's about. So I mean, gold standard, but what else do we expect from Jay-Z? I wouldn't say after Magna Carta that I expected to be as impressed as I was with this album, but he fucking blew me out of the water, so. The Babadook, Kodak Black clarified his statements about him saying that he just doesn't like dark-skinned women. And I'm gonna paraphrase because I'm not gonna put you through sitting through that whole video of Kodak Black and that bullshit that he was talking. I'm just gonna tell you what he said. Basically what he said is that he doesn't see a problem with the fact that he has a preference not to like dark-skinned women, because there are some guys that say they don't like skinny women. There's some guys that say they don't like fat women. There's some guys that say they don't like this, they don't like that. This is just his preference, and he doesn't like his own skin color, so why would he like it on another woman? And that dark-skinned women are too gutter, you know what I mean? They're kind of like him, they're too gangsta. Light-skinned women are softer, and they can be broken down easy. But even though I paraphrased, that is what he said. So I only have 2 points to what Kodak Black said. If you don't like your own skin tone, or if you don't like the way you look, what you should do is go see a therapist about that shit. Instead of projecting all that shit onto black women, talking about, I don't like that in you, I don't like this in you. You know, the problem is you don't like that in yourself. If you don't like the fact that you're black, if you don't like the fact that you're dark, that's work that you need to do. You need to go talk to somebody. But don't put that onto women, and don't use that platform that you've been given to perpetuate that type of ignorance, and in essence, teach other black girls that may like your music or just may be existing that they're ugly. Like, don't do shit like that. Shut your fucking mouth and go get help. And second, as someone who's facing sexual assault allegations or has faced them in the past, you saying that light-skinned women are easier to break down, as if breaking down women is your goal when you're involved with them, making them feel smaller, making them feel submissive, if that's really what you want to do, as someone who's faced the allegations that you have, that's very telling. So y'all need to watch who you support, because I'm not fucking with that Kodak Black shit. I'm really not. Power premiered last week. We're 2 episodes into, I think, the 4th season of Power, and if you haven't watched, I'm not gonna put any spoilers in here. But you know, I just have a few things to say about these 2 hours of Power that we've been blessed with this summer so far. Fuck Tariq. I hate that kid. I think he is a entitled little bitch brat who deserves to die. And when he does die, I hope I'm invited to the funeral so I can show up and do the Cabbage Patch next to his casket. Like, I hate him. I hate him probably more than I hated Howlin. I mean, maybe there's spoilers in this, but you know what? If you haven't watched, it's not my fucking fault. You're running around with Kanan, bro, like behind your dad's back, and everybody's trying to protect you. Dre's gonna die trying to protect you. People are gonna die because you're playing a game with some street niggas and you're not about no street shit. Like, why can't you just be rich? What is wrong with that? 2, I know we feel bad about Ghost being in jail because Ghost is in jail for killing Greg Knox, even though he didn't kill Greg Knox. But the bigger point to me is Ghost is in jail because he decided while being a drug lord, he was gonna cheat on his trap queen, go ahead and fuck shorty on the side that he used to be dealing with when he was in high school, and turns out she's an FBI agent. If you found out she was an FBI agent, you should have cut ties and went back home to the realest woman on the planet, who is Tasha. Why would you go ahead and do that? You still was messing with her. That's why you're in jail. No one cares about none of that New York City street love. Nobody cares if you used to share a piragua with her during the summertime. Nobody cares. This is your fault because you couldn't leave Angie alone. You put everybody that you deal with at risk because you didn't know how to leave Angie alone, and now she's trying to kill you. Fuck Angela Valdez, by the way. I want her neck cut by the end of the season. Do you hear me, Power? Do you hear me, Stars? Fuck Angie, kill her. Anyway, Power comes on Stars Sundays at 9 or something. Make sure you're watching it. Support black shows, especially the good black ones, and this is one of them. Now we're gonna move it along to put you on. Let me know in the comments below what you're listening to. Hit me up on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. I'm everywhere as 20 Days of June. Let me know what you're listening to. Honorable mention for today's Put You On goes to June's Diary, who released their EP, Male Edition. Now, if you don't know who June's Diary is, June's Diary was a group formed by Kelly Rowland and Beyonce's choreographer, Frank Gatson. And they had a show last year on BET called Chasing Destiny, which in a very making the band fashion, they put together a girls group called June's Diary. They have 3 girls who are pretty much new to entertainment. They have Brianna, they have Cheyenne, and they have Gabby, which, I mean, listen, Gabby, if you ever watch this, I'm in love with you, so. They have 2 girls who are a little bit older than the rest of the girls. They have Crystal, who was in a failed girl group called Rich Girl that actually had 7 Streeter in it. And there's this girl, Ashley, from X Factor. And I'm just gonna say, you know, everybody in this group can sing. Everybody can sing, but when it comes to voices, when it comes to vocals, there's nobody in that group that's fucking with Ashley. I mean, there's nobody. She's the shining star in that group vocally. Kind of like when there was Danny D. Kane, you just knew Dawn had the voice. Ashley just has the voice because she does shit like this.
Sometimes I get lonely. Sometimes I do. Oh, how
and they're signed to Epic Records, which in context is the same label that Fifth Harmony is signed to. Fifth Harmony taking the pop lane, and these girls want to go the more R&B route. It's been over a year since the group was formed, and everybody's been like, drop the EP, what the fuck is going on? I mean, including me. But I kind of like the fact that they're not trying to just rush these girls to get out there and start making money, do the thing, dance, sing, you know, be together. They're trying to musically mold them together, and I think that's beautiful that they are allowing them to really become sisters and really elevate themselves as a group and not just try to force it to sell it to us. They really want it to be authentic. And so they finally released their EP called Male Edition, and this is basically a project of them doing iconic songs from male R&B groups in the past. And I mean, it was cute. It's cute. It's cute. I think I talked about this in the Things I Hate video. If you haven't watched it, I will link it to you down below. I hate cover songs. Like, I don't like cover songs when you could be singing original music. And so the Poison cover and the Where the Party At cover, they're unlistenable to me. I can't do it. I just get really bad secondhand embarrassment. But I mean, it's cute. It's real cute, but I want to be like Taken. The songs that take me are the Jodeci cover Stay, Two Occasions, and Hey Jude. Those are 3 covers that I can really get behind because the girls, they can sing their asses off. And they also released a song that they have been performing for a while, Wrap Around. It's an original song and it's a cute R&B bop. I think they're gonna have a great future, but I love that they're taking the time to design it and what future they want to create instead of just jumping on whatever's going on right now. And that's commendable, so watch out for June's Diary. Other than that, with summer being in full swing, sometimes songs come out during the winter that I feel like, damn, when the weather is warm, this is gonna hit me different. Like when the weather is warm, I'm gonna listen to this with my sunroof open and it's gonna be lit. And so I've chosen 2 songs that I felt that way about that were released a little bit earlier when the weather wasn't as warm or as nice that now have hit the way that I wanted them to hit. Howlin to the Moon by Topaz Jones off his Arcade project that came out in about January. It's like a fun, kind of like funky hip-hop groove. I love that song. It definitely hits in the summer. Throw something on the grill and play that song and tell me you're not gonna dance like the black uncle with the Bluetooth and the jorts and the Jesus sandals at the cookout, because I'm telling you, you probably are. And Bonnie by Young M.A off her Herstory EP that people didn't pay attention to the way I wanted them to, and it samples Down For You by Ja Rule, Ashanti, Charlie Baltimore, and Vita, which is one of my summertime in New York staples. I have to hear that song. I love that song. And because she's talking that shit on that song and it samples one of my favorite songs ever, I definitely want you guys to listen to it and enjoy my favorite season the same way I am. So I'm putting you on these 2 songs. You'll find them in the description box below. And that's it for today's Think Tank. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce. And also, when your pitch is off, you can't recover it just by coming out with some black lady screaming, being like, oh, no, I know, I believe it. You can't just go into one of those trying to evoke emotion from me just off rip because you know your tone ain't there. Like, they try to take us to church within 30 seconds of that performance.